Welcome back. We are here with the Ultimate Decades Challenge, year 1405. Here is our current family. 3 of these 5 children do not belong to him. And let's get going. I'm really excited. So here we are. This year, we are going to have, let's see, is anybody important? Little Gilbert Armstrong and his sister are aging up, and 2 cubs, apparently. Nicolette is Millicent's daughter. Anything? I guess none of our kids. Not yet. Not until here, next year. Cool. Let's get started. So, 4, 8, or a 12 on 3 children. 4, 8, or 12. 4, 8, or 12. Everyone survived that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children who can't get a 9 or a 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, number 4. Oh, number 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it looks like it's Rolo. Oh my gosh. So, Rolo. Okay, here are the Trimbolis, right? He wasn't having any kids, so we did marry them. They have only had 1 child who died so far. They're pregnant again, though. But he went to the church, and then Rolo is the last boy, and he's dying. Oh my gosh. Can you believe out of this ginormous line of children, only 1 of the male's heirs is having kids? Only 1. And so far, he doesn't have any that lived. That is so wild to me. Wait, how many tries does he have? They have 5 more tries. Okay, who knows? Maybe the Trimboli line is in danger. I really didn't think that it was after all of these children, but I guess maybe it is. All right, we have 2 teenagers, one of whom is a vampire. What do vampires roll? 17? Oh, I'm sorry. The air conditioner is on. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's on, and it's very warm, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep it on. Okay, and a 7. All right. Only 1 person died. Let's do our vampire rolls. Wish, wish, wish. All right, we are running low on vampires, which I'm actually okay with. But anyway, let's see. None of you are vampires. She is not a vampire anymore. What about you? Are you a vampire? Yeah. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Vlad has left, so he's not counting anymore. Okay, we have 4 vampires here, and they can't get a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and if they do get a 9, then they can't get a 3. Oh my gosh! Who was the last one? It must have been... Oh, it was Caleb, because I went this way. Caleb. It was almost Salvia. If I had counted starting from the top down, it would have been her. But Caleb Vitor the second. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Caleb Vitor the second died. And then for the humans, they have to roll a d20 and they can't get an 18 and then a 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. She doesn't count anymore. She doesn't count anymore. 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So it was just Caleb. And then we have Rose, who, let me show you Rose. I believe she's a Leifson. Okay. Where is she? Here she is. Here's Rose. I mean, she's gorgeous. Look at her. She'll be marrying Dante. Who is Dante again? I forget. Dante, what's your last name? Vitor. Oh. Did we just see him? Yes, okay. Well, Rose will be marrying Dante here. Things have really changed in the Vitor area, but he is human, so he will be leaving Forgotten Hollow to marry his wife. Wow. All right. Okay, I think that is it for this year. We also have, we're just raising our kids. I'm thinking that I do want to get the horse pack. So there is that. How far away maybe once Cecilia becomes a child, we'll like get the kids a foal so that we can just like have it grow up with them. I don't know. I'll think about it. I haven't bought the pack yet, so we'll revisit that next year. But I do want to play with it. Even though their family probably can't afford a horse. But anyway, let's hop into the game. Scratch that. I forgot to roll to see if they're getting married. Okay, marriage this year is 1 through 4 is never marry. So 1 through 4. Ooh, 1 through 4. Okay, well, it looks like Edward Vitor is not getting married. That's a sad, lonely, vampiric life. Okay, and then we have Isolde, who will marry, but how many children will she have? 12, 6. Okay, so she'll be having 6. Isolde, is that how you spell that? I'm struggling. Okay, now we can hop into the game. Okay, I'm a liar. Anyway, so I was thinking about what we were going to do this year because there was nothing really going on in our household. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just get the horse pack now. So I literally just bought it. And we are going to add a horse to our family. So we'll say that Thomas bought the horse, spur of the moment. He had won a lot of money gambling, and he decided to spend it on buying a horse for the family. Her name is Sunburst, and I have no idea what kind of horse she is. And I'm already bad at Create a Sim. So there she is. And she is independent and intelligent, and I forget what the third trait was, but she's a baby, so we are going to be able to have our children play with her. Hopefully Cecilia survives to the next to become a child, and then we can have her like ride the horse and stuff. That would be really fun, depending on if children can ride baby horses, but maybe it's only adult horses. I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out together, but I just got us a horse. We're going to raise it from a baby, and we'll see how it goes. I am hoping that the next generation like has some kind of a ranch. I know that this is not Western, like cowboy Western times, obviously, but I do want to play with this pack, so I'm thinking maybe our next heir can, run a ranch and do horse things, maybe like, sell horses to the knights or something like that. We can come up with a storyline there about that. So there's that, and so I'm just placing down all of the horse stuff. I know that obviously them having a big ball to play with is not accurate, but I don't know if they can get their fun up otherwise, so we'll just have it. And we'll get the food and the water and the little bed over in this section with our chickens. Why even bother putting a fence if I'm never going to lock it? Who knows? So we'll put this down over here. I honestly do not know what it thinks is blocking the way for this, but I'm just going to place it down anyway. And I think that's it. So we're all set here. I'm pretty sure I don't see anything else that we need. There's obviously other stuff that we can have. Like maybe we'll have our next heir be like a competitive horse rider, except it's not really, like maybe we'll say that it's like jousting or something, but it's really not. But yes, we'll find a way to fit it into the historical times. And of course, everybody probably had horses during this time because that was the only way they could really get around. So that's what I'm going with. We have a horse now. And the chickens seem kind of interested in her. That's really cute. They like have come over to her and been like, what is this? So we're checking on our babies, which are not doing well. I am really excited for our children to become toddlers and children in the next year. I think next year is going to be a big one for our family, and hopefully Thomas survives. I mean, I don't even know, like, are we really going to keep trying to have more kids so that we have a boy, even though, so like, here's the problem. If you have kids that are already at children age, and then you have a boy that's like a baby, and then you have to wait for the boy to grow up, meanwhile, all of your girls are already like off and leaving the house and like, doing all this other stuff. So it is kind of annoying in that way, but hopefully Thomas survives. If he doesn't, we might just go with Cecilia. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to make any promises because obviously I'm a liar. I just change my mind on a whim all the time, but that's okay because it's fun. So we are here. Thomas is actually taking a pretty positive approach to being a father. Obviously, this is way too many children for Emmeline to take care of all by herself. I was really concerned about that, and obviously I have to keep cheating their needs because I cannot take care of all of them. But it is definitely something that we're working on, and Thomas is helping out. I think that Emmeline is starting to get a little mad at him. Like, there has definitely been some tension in their relationship because of not getting Gilbert's money anymore and the fact that Thomas won't stop gambling, and there's definitely a lot of tension there. So he is trying to be, a little more active with the children and stuff to make up for it. One of my chickens is dying, and he is going to keep gambling, though, obviously, because that is the problem with him. And then we are going to fix this sink and clean it. I'm just standing here looking at this sink because at this time I just went to go switch my laundry into the dryer. Oh gosh. Okay, so then we have our little horse, and I wanted to make the horse have easy stuff for us. Okay, we can blackmail a sim. So actually, let's call over Millicent because Thomas probably knows that Milla is not her daughter, so he's going to be a jerk and blackmail the only nice person in your lives. But there's that. Here she is, and she has just been having her best life with Zuan. I know that it kind of feels like she got the short end of the stick, which she absolutely did with her life, but restarting with Zuan and kind of living a new life and having children again and really feeling like she got to reset herself has definitely been good for her, and I don't think she regrets anything. I think she probably, if she regrets anything, it's that Charles and Emmeline didn't really turn out the way that she had hoped. Charles, his wife died. He has one child that is legitimate, and he's having an affair with like a noble lady and a rich lady. So that is not really what she wanted with Charles, was to be an affair partner to a rich woman. And then Emmeline also, who is a serial romantic and had an affair with the Lord. I mean, obviously these kids did not have any good representation of relationships growing up, and that has definitely shown in their adult lives. So that's tough. It's tough. So Millicent probably is like, well, here are my do-over children. Maybe they'll turn out all right. Oh, gosh. Also, something kind of a milestone that we reached in this save after 100 years. I finally filled up the club that has all of the Sims in it. So we have officially 50 Sims that are alive at one time that are also old enough to be in a club. So we definitely have more than 50 Sims, but we have 50 Sims that are alive and in our club. So that is wild to me. I had to make it another club that says all 2 to start putting more Sims into it, which is really just kind of a big milestone for us, although probably having this many Sims in my save is not going to be good for my computer or, you know, the lag or whatever, but, you know, we're just going to wing it, YOLO. So here we are, and we are definitely above replacement level for the population. And I don't know why they can't get into this room. I really don't understand why. So that's weird. But we are going to go potty and check out our horse, who is not very happy, but I'm going to cheat everybody's needs, and there we go. So the babies are reaching milestones, and everybody is just doing a good job. We are having a good life. We're doing our best. We're picking up manure so that we can use it on our garden, so that's really nice too. I'm thinking, like, I don't want to play all of the horse pack at once, so I'm thinking maybe the next generation after Emmeline, so I guess Thomas's generation, regardless of whether he survives or not, whoever survives, they will be dealing with the horses and like maybe maybe just the horses, and then after that maybe we'll do like the winery vineyard juice making thing for the generation after that, and then maybe after that we'll have like mini goats and sheep. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll get mini goats and sheep with the horses and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna definitely separate out the like juice and the nectar. That's what it's called. I was like, what is it called? It's nectar. Separate out the nectar and the horses, just because I want to really savor each part of that. And I think it would be nice for, like, you know, maybe down the line that our household, you know, starts a vineyard or something. That would be really cool. So yeah, very nice. And we are going to, again, keep talking to our little horse. She is very smart, so her temperament skill is getting up really quickly. I guess it's a 10 level skill because we got to level 5 and there's still more, so I guess it's a 10 level skill. And then we'll continue with the other skills later. Like maybe when the kids are children, we'll do like the skill, the like country skill, whatever it is, where you just like walk around and stuff. And then when they get older, we can do, you know, like barrel racing and jumping and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but I'm also really excited to play all aspects of this pack. So I'm like, okay, let's go. I want to do it right now. But we are not there yet. So we are going to, I can't figure out why the horse can't play with the ball either. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, a fox just died. Grim is taking our chickens again. I mean, I bought them all at the same time, so it follows that they're all dying at the same time. Regardless. Okay, so we are here and playing with the horse. So cute. Oh my gosh, I just love her. She's so cute. And I gave her like a little like flower sun symbol on her because her name is Sunburst. But yes, so far so good with the mods. I did update MCCC and Regency Romance after the patch, but I didn't update it for the pack specifically. So I'm thinking that probably I'll need to update some more mods so that I can actually like do things with horses. You can see that MCCC is not available for horses. But anyway, so a baby. Let's see, who's this baby? It is, looks like there was a baby Leifson that died. Was that baby? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was probably, Honora, who is, an Armstrong. Yeah. Did I forget to put in that there was a Leifson baby that died? Did I just straight up forget to do that? I don't know. Anyway, it died, so it's not really an issue. So that was the first baby that was born that I remember. And our babies are definitely having a lot of attention needed. You know what? It's actually good we kept the last slot in our household free because now we can fill it with a horse. That's fun. Okay, and then we have this. Let's gamble again. And, oh, he actually made some money this time. That is good, because usually he doesn't. But, you know what I'm thinking? Even though we just won big, let's see if we can't cause a little mayhem for him. But why don't you talk to the horse while I'm trying to cue that up, because for some reason the cheats are not working the way I want them to exactly. Okay, you talked to the horse for a little while, and we did gain quite a few simoleons, so we still have enough to keep gambling, which is not good, but you know how it is. And we are probably going to start having it become a problem for them. So Emmeline is going to sell a bunch of stuff in her inventory. You know, she's realizing that they're not really high on money, but she can't really figure out what to do exactly about it. So that's tough too, because all she has is Thomas and she can't really stop him. What's she going to do? I mean, she could divorce him, I guess, but then she's really out of luck with 5 small children. Anyway, Austin has become an enforcer for the local loan sharks, and he has come over to kind of threaten Thomas and beat him up a little bit. And then he comes up here and he's like, oh, hey, Emmeline, like they knew each other very briefly a long time ago. And he's like, you better, you know, keep your husband in line, get him to pay his debts, and, you know, otherwise I'm going to have to come back here and it's going to be worse for your family. And so Emmeline is pissed, and she's going to come out here and yell at Thomas, like, what are you doing? You said that you weren't going to get into trouble. You said that you were fine. And he's like, I am fine. I just made a ton of money. Don't worry about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, seriously. So it's tough. It's tough for her. And we are going to just keep going here and start doing our morning chores. Emmeline is not happy with her husband at this moment. She is very, very unhappy with the fact that he has loan sharks coming after him. So she's going to try and make up some money for that whole situation. And then she sees Gilbert and she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I just, you know, wanted to check in on how my kids are doing. And she's like, I thought you didn't care about your kids. And so she kind of like tries to make a move on him, but he's like, no, I'm not here for that. And she's like, well, what are you here for? Get out if you're not here for that. Like, if you're not going to give me money and have me be your mistress, then leave. These kids don't even know that you're their father, and they don't need to know because you are nothing to them. So anyway, she's mad that he even came by. The next baby is Zelda Axtell. That's our next baby. Very cute. And getting pictures of the horses, of course. So there she is. Excellent. You're not pregnant anymore. I think I might have missed a Leifson baby, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's get some more manure and check the needs and just doing everything. He's going to go and gamble again. Wish for simoleons, but he didn't really gain that much back. Then the Trimboli household just had twins, and they are going to be named Lihua and Tian. So the Trimbolis do have a male heir now, if he survives. We'll see about that. Oh boy, I hope he survives. I mean, I cannot believe a family with that many children have failed to, you know, keep their line going. Anyway, let's talk to the horse. She's kind of purposefully ignoring Thomas, even though he's like, I just won some money. And she's like, yeah, but you netted negative. Like, you spent 5,000 to get like 2,000. No. So, yes, I am getting names for the children. I wanted to make sure that all of the names were, you know, culturally appropriate. I didn't want to have a woman come over from China and then not have any Chinese names for her children. Like, I know that they're only half Chinese, but still. So we did French names. We're going to do this too. So those are the twins, and that's good for them. And I'm just going to save that website. And I already honestly forgot what I named them immediately, but here they are. So they're doing good, and that is it. I forgot to roll for the second child. There you go. Okay, we're all good, and we are also, I think, there might have been some children born again after that. Yeah, there's Charles had an illegitimate child, and then Millicent had a baby that died, and then the Duttons had a baby. So that's what's going on there. And we are all set. I forgot that we were going to go on to the next day. So there's that. We'll roll for that later. Okay. We are good. Okay. So that's kind of where we're going to wrap up this year. It is now the last day of the year. So we're just going to have her quickly do her chores, and then we'll head out. We'll get Rose and Dante married, and that's where we'll wrap up. And then I know that everyone is telling me about how lots can only have a certain number of paintings on them. So I'm thinking since Edward Vitor rolled to not get married, that I decided that he was going to leave the area and head up a new church in Windenburg. So that is where he's going, and he is going to be there, and he is going to head up that new church. I downloaded one off the gallery, a medieval church. I think it's actually called Windenburg Church, and it looks great. I'm really excited to start putting paintings in a new location so that we don't lose all of our previous ones. But it is going to be hard for me to remember which marriages belong in which churches. Anyway, it's fine. So there's that. Thank you, Edward. So now we're just going to go get Dante and Rose situated. Also, I realized that there's only like one vampire that will have children after this. I mean, technically there's two, because Ella, but I honestly really don't want to remarry Ella, so, you know, I guess Salvia, is that her name, is going to be one of our last vampires. Very exciting. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, we are just going to put her in some new outfits, and then I don't even need to change her picture because you can't even see her outfit in her picture anyway. So here we go, moving their baby tries. I'm going to do the lower end of the baby tries for the couple. So there's that. I wanted to maybe cut down on some of these Sims. So anyway, that's where we're at. I hope that you enjoyed this part. Be wary for next part, where we have some of our Sims from our main household aging up. Very nervous about that, but I'm also excited about having a horse, and hopefully we'll get to see the kids ride horses, you know, depending on if the horse is old enough to do that. But anyway, that's where we're at. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.